been really quite warm, and the sun's been pretty intense, and this guy's kind of taking a beating. It's just getting too much sun, you know, along with the heat. So my wife put this burlap on top, and I think it's helping. I'm gonna build a better sunshade for this out of PVC pipe, and I'll show you what I came up with as an idea to mount it, because I didn't want to drill any holes into the stock tank, and I think it's going to work out pretty well. So we'll work on that today, and I'll kind of share the step by step. So sun's coming out. I got to get busy before it gets too hot. But one of the things I noticed is that the rolled railing on these stock tank, feeding trough, garden beds looked very similar in size to 3/4 inch Schedule 40 PVC. In fact, I measured it, and it's 3/4 inch. So this idea struck me that I could make a PVC fitting that basically snaps on to the railing. Essentially what I'm going to do is use a 3/4 inch T fitting, and the idea is that we'll cut a notch out of the bottom of it that will allow us to apply some pressure and snap it on to this railing. And I'm just going to have to cut the bottom of this with my little hand hacksaw. Now there's other ways you could probably cut this, but this is what we're going to use. It's a cheap tool. Put a link in the description to one of these if you don't have it, and we'll end up making what I've already done as a test that looks like this. You can see there is a notch out of the bottom. I've sanded it smooth. Place it on here. It takes a little bit of pressure to get it on there, but it fits really tight. So imagine we have 4 of these as our 4 corner posts, and then we can build a 3/4 inch PVC frame, tie it into some T's at the top, and kind of have a loop at the top that somewhat mimics the shape of the actual trough. And then we'll stretch some shade cloth over that and have a nice shaded garden bed. So I've got my T-fitting clamped into the vise, and we're going to make the 2 cuts to cut out our notch. So we'll try and start slow so that we can get a groove going. Once we establish a bit of a groove, we can pick up some speed, but pretty easy to slip off when you're first starting. Doing it with this little small handheld hacksaw just to show you that it doesn't require expensive tools. I've got other saws that I could use, but I think it's important to be able to DIY with affordable tools as well. And everything about this project is pretty affordable. PVC pipe and the fittings, really cheap and easy to find. Measurement across between these 2 lines, if you were to draw kind of a straight line across the inside of the pipe, it's about a 7/8 inch notch, or a 7/8 inch opening. All right, so there we go. And what we're going to do next is touch up the edges, take down any little burrs from the cut. cut my three 10-foot sections down to 6 40-inch pieces, 2 30-inch pieces, and 4 15-inch pieces with no leftover scraps. So we'll try and roughly put these lining up to where they'll be with the top hoop. It's going to angle out a little bit because I made the top hoop a little bit wider than the actual garden bed. And then on the top hoop they'll angle inward just a little bit to line up. Let's see, right around here. And that is a tight fit. I mean, those are not going anywhere. Look through there, you can see. We'll just try and eyeball this. Get this on there. So just temporarily we've added these pieces of burlap and a scrap piece of shade cloth, and we're already getting some good results. We're starting to see greener, more relaxed leaves on these tomato plants, and that was the goal. So right now in the morning the sun is at my back. The plants get some direct sunlight, and as the sun goes overhead during the day, the hottest part of the day, we get some partial shade, which I think is good. And then in the evening on the other side, when the sun is setting, they get some direct light, but again the temperature at that point is dropping down. So we just stretch this shade fabric over the frame, zip tied it in several places, and it should be pretty sturdy. Hope this helps you. If you're doing a stock tank garden bed, please give us a like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.